Okay, this will be the final exercise on the song Caravan of Fools. Now, I know I just published exercise 2 on this song yesterday or the day before, so this is pretty soon to be publishing or posting exercise 3. But don't blame me. You got to blame this guy named Kurt Locke. So Kurt asks here, he says, "Hey Dennis, for some reason I'm having trouble understanding the transition from the little bass run on the final E minor and the beginning of the next verse, the one you explained at about 9 minutes and 17 seconds. It seems there is a little flourish or something that takes place before you start singing the lyrics to the next verse. Thanks again, and I hope I can figure this out. Kurt." He raised the question, and I really like it when I get guys or people in their comments that can really articulate what they want to know. Now, mind you, you don't have to learn this bass run or know how to play it in order to play this song. You can just play the chords. Travis picked the chords 10 times to be exact throughout the song as you play the intro, the verses, the choruses, the instrumental interlude. You can play it all just with chords. But for those of you that want to learn this bass run, which kind of breaks up the monotony of the song musically, I mean, lyrically, it will stand on its own, but I like the little bass run that breaks up each stanza or each one of these 8-bar or 8-measure chordal progressions. So did you figure out where that bass run occurs? It actually occurs in the penultimate measure of that 8-bar stanza. That is the next to last measure, that first E minor of the 2 last E minors in the stanza. And actually, the bass run only occupies half of the measure. I'll demonstrate it for you. This is kind of one of those splitting the measure between 2 chords or between half a measure and a bass run. Let me show you. the way you play that bass run on that penultimate E minor, that is the next to last measure in the 8-bar chordal progression, is you start out like you're going to play the whole pattern. You just play the bass note and the inners, not the outers and not the G note to end it. You just play the bass note, the inners, and then go immediately into the G, F sharp, open E bass run. Again. And then to the final E minor in the 8-bar measure. So the whole thing. Then start all over. If you screw up, just play through it. So actually, Kurt Locke did communicate to me the next day, actually, that he figured it out. But he inspired me to create this last little exercise for you to do. This should complete your instruction for playing the song Caravan of Fools. So I want everybody to practice that. I'm going to leave links in the description below and cards at the top to take you to those tutorials that will help you learn this song completely. You can play it as you wish. You don't need to play the bass run like I mentioned. You can just play the normal chordal progression. Take this exercise and learn how to play the bass run and then add it. Actually, I think most of you, if you play it, you will intuitively figure out this bass run on your own. But I hope this helped. We'll see you in class tomorrow, September 21st, Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you all, checking your progress, answering any questions you may have. Now, the other thing I can point out is when you do that bass run, the open E at the end of that bass run becomes the bass note of the final measure in that chordal progression. So, bass note. All right? So play this a couple times with me, real slow. Again. Okay, that's enough. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm fairly tired. And like I've mentioned before, once you learn this pattern, it gets almost hard to play it slow. And I hope by the end of this course that you're all playing this rather briskly too. And I think that I hope that you fall into that category of once you've learned this thing and this epiphany that comes over you, it will be harder for you to play it slow. Anyway, I think I may have just fallen asleep there. See you tomorrow.